Hello everyone, I would like to give you an overview of my upcoming seminar, Spring Semester 2021, entitled Urban Strategies. My name is Mona El Khafif. I'm an associate professor at the School of Architecture in the Department for Architecture and Urban and Environmental Planning. And I'm also the director of the Urban Design Certificate. Urban Strategies is a required seminar in the UDC curriculum, but is also open to all other students who are interested in urbanism and who would like to take the class. Urban strategies, from planning frameworks to temporary tactiques. This seminar introduces operative urban strategies that link to formal spatial typologies, time-based processes, and collaborative urban interactions. Through the discussion of contemporary national and international urban projects and accompanying readings, the seminar seeks to give an overview of a wide range of urban strategies and design operations that are extracted from case study cities and precedent projects. Assignments will consist of readings, the moderation of guest lectures, and an operational analysis that will lead to the development of a synthesized project agenda for a site or multiple sites in Toronto. Like in last years, we will concentrate on a typological approach to provide permanent or temporary open spaces to a rapidly intensifying city. Why are we looking at this in general? Just to give you a little bit of a background, as you all know, we are hitting the max population on this planet around 2050, which means in 30 years. And while most of the development is going to happen in developing countries, also in America and in Europe, etc., tremendous urban growth is going to occur while simultaneously processes of shrinking are taking place. In North America, they are predicting that most of this growth will happen within the mega regions of the country. In this context, it's going to be very important to look how these mega regional developments can occur in a more sustainable way than they did in the past. We are specifically interested in looking how to rethink the edge of the city and to rethink models for urban sprawl. We should look at how specifically former industrial land that is maybe located in the core of the city and very often at the waterfronts of cities can be reutilized. We should think about how infrastructure could be hybridized and also rethought. We need to rethink how the metabolism of urban areas is going to be more sustainable when we think about water recycling, water wasteman, and waste management in general. While some cities are growing, others are shrinking because of declining industries. This is Detroit. So we need to think about what are we going to do with these shrinking lands. We need to think about how cities and existing neighborhoods can be regenerated, sometimes to internal block redevelopment, as well as the development of new strategies for common spaces. We also need to come up with strategies how to reuse waiting land resources, either Portland's former industrial lands, or in this case, the airfield in Berlin, land that is up for development, but development will take place in 10, 20, 30 years. And these land resources are incredible potentials for cities and can be used on a temporary basis. And we also need to think about how we can re-own the city. And I'm talking here about guerrilla and tactical urbanism. All of these strategies are a really important part of rethinking our urban environments. And this seminar is trying to give you an overview of currently discussed urban strategies. So the course objectives, I'm not going to read through this in detail, just the headlines. What I'm intending to teach is an awareness of spatial issues related to urbanization processes, an understanding of selected contemporary urban design strategies and related theories, a development of an integrated design approach, an independent cross-scale thinking and evaluation of developed urban strategy, and urban mapping techniques, design visualizations, and storytelling techniques. The course is usually structured through a set of lectures that are taking place throughout the semester. In parallel, we are working on our assignments. As I said, it's going to be an operative analysis and then the development and extraction of agency and opportunities emerging from this analysis. In the past, students were working on design projects, but I believe that I'm going to cut this back a little bit to give more time for the discussion of readings and also the moderation of our guest lectures. I usually have workshops that are organized as design charrettes when I invite colleagues who are going to work with you together on your design or on your analysis. There are a series of pinups, but the majority of the class is going to be dedicated to the presentation and discussion of content through lectures, through guest lectures, as well as readings. As I said, we are going to deal with Toronto. I did over the last 6 years a tremendous work on this city. It's a city that grew rapidly and intensified due to multiple reasons in the recent 10 years, but the predicted growth that is yet to come until 2041 is even larger, and the city is running out of space, specifically out of public space and green spaces and social infrastructure. So we are usually looking at the multi-scalar development and design framework that drives the city, but we are also really investigating what are the strategies to generate new public spaces. These are a couple of shots from former workshops. And just before I wrap up, a series of slides from lectures that we will go to discuss. So the first lecture will deal with regions and cities and the polycentric developments for these regional larger regions. We will also look for sure during one lecture at master plans, specifically those who are based on sustainable principles and rule-based principles. We will look at lines and nodes and the architectural object and the idea of networks and how these can regenerate urban areas. And we will specifically look at temporary choreographies and how process is a part and phasing is a crucial part of the development of larger projects as well as smaller projects that are incrementally integrated like urban prototyping. This year, we have a very special new component in the seminar, and I'm just going to show you some previews. All of this is in development. Again, the semester starts in 2 months. Maria Aguero Alarcon from the University of Michigan and myself are working on a new shared virtual series on urbanism. The working title is Owning Up to the Urban. So when we are looking forward to a primarily urban environment that we are going to live in, it's really important that we come up with new strategies. The subtitle is Activism, Agency, and Actions. And we are intending to invite a series of guest speakers that are going to have a discussion with us afterwards. That are looking at very novel forms of urban design. These names, Douglas Burnham, who initiated Proxy, a temporary cultural place on one of the remaining sites in San Francisco, or Jose Sanchez, who developed the Plethora project, which has a game approach to community participation, or Design Earth, who worked on exciting projects, including their publication GeoStories, who think about a completely novel way how we have to communicate the narratives of climate change, for example. So all of these speakers aren't confirmed yet. These are just colleagues that we are intending to invite. We are at the moment looking forward to have 3 to 4 guest lectures that are going to take place in the seminar. And Maria has the seminar in Michigan. We have the seminar here at UVA, and we are going to meet virtually in our Zoom rooms and will run a couple of these sessions together. So this is a quick overview. If you are interested, I'm happy to share the syllabus from last year. Again, I'm going to upgrade this over the semester break, but there are a series of readings that you might be interested in. So please just send me an email. Thank you.